MrBeast or MrBeast's model of making YouTube videos, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help most creators, okay? But there is something you can do instead, and we're going to be looking at all of that here today on Master YouTube Live. I talk frequently about studying different people who can help you go from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 10, okay? And there's different types of people. There was recently the meme trending, not sure if you remember it. You can drop, you can get $500,000 or you can go to dinner with Jay-Z, okay? And a lot of people are like, you're crazy. You shouldn't take the $500,000. You should go to dinner with Jay-Z. What they don't factor in is that Jay-Z did not make his money 0 to 1, becoming a successful, financially stable, independent person, 0 to 1. That's what I mean by 0 to 1. Legitimately, Jay-Z sold drugs, okay? Jay-Z did things that were unethical. And when you consider that, hey, his way to get from 0 to 1 was much different than where most people are to get from 0 to 1. Yes, Jay-Z may have some great insight on how to help you get from 1 to 10. He may have interesting real estate advice. He may have interesting investment advice. He may be able to help you scale and get to the next level as he's a billionaire. But for the average person that's trying to go from 0 to 1, it's going to be difficult trying to take advice from Jay-Z at this season in his life. Doesn't mean he's not has any value to offer. And I would venture off to say, ladies and gentlemen, that MrBeast is the same. We're going to jump into a video that he did on Colin and Samir's channel. And I want to point a couple of things out from this video because I hear and see some of this kind of infiltrating the YouTube community. And listen, I just want to say, I think there's a better way. Let's rock the video.
So you go from making money, spending money, to making money, losing money.
Yeah, on some videos.
On some
and then
videos,
other videos
right?
have to make money to make up for it. Yeah, I'd make 50 grand a month, and then I'd film a $50,000 video that would end up costing $60,000, and oh, we're $10,000 negative.
I had to learn to trust him.
Pause it. So out the rip, we have a system that for the average person walking around trying to get on YouTube, this is not a sustainable model. I hate to break it to you. This is not going to be a way that you can grow your YouTube channel by saying every dollar I get, I'm going to invest and invest and invest and invest, even if I go in the red. Why? Because I just want to make the best video possible. Because remember, best is subjective. Best according to who? Best according to what demographic? Best according to what demographic that's going to pay you a different CPM, which if you don't know what a CPM is basically what YouTube generates per 1,000 views. You can make a video that gets millions and millions and millions of views. And I have friends like this. They go mega viral and they don't make a ton of money, or they don't make as often as much money as I do. I have other friends who are way smaller creators views-wise, but make way more money because their audience and their demographic deems it valuable because of the information presented. So one, this is not sustainable. Let's keep going.
Me a minute to grasp it. There's no lie. It took
Shout
me a
out to
minute
Mama
to
Beast.
grasp it.
One of the videos was where you were giving away houses, and that obviously cost, you know, over
Yeah, we spent just shy of $1 million.
just shy of $1 million. And you told us how much that video made on AdSense.
Yeah.
How much did that video make on
Not
AdSense?
$1 million. Way less than $500,000. I'll tell you that. And then there's a brand deal on it, but even then, because that's not including the cost of the people to produce it and stuff like that. So it's closer to like 1.3 million to do the video. We're definitely not going to make over $1 million on that video. So
There's no way there's someone else spending that kind of money on YouTube videos, right?
No,
There
not
can't
at
be.
all. The type of stuff I do now would have been unfathomable to anyone back when I was younger.
This is $100,000, $500,000, $1 million.
What was your relationship to money when you were growing up?
It's not like I was like worrying where my next meal would come from, but we weren't the most well off.
But did you desire money, like when you were younger?
I've always
14?
It's a great question. Pause it. So here he is wrestling with this concepts of money and how he's doing money. Listen, all of this is irrelevant, okay? All of this is irrelevant because what it's going to come down to is what season in life are you in, and can you create and sustain this type of output by doing massive giveaways, by just making the best video possible. That's a lot of MrBeast's mantra. And so he's shooting for the widest possible net to reach as many people as possible. And listen, There's more than one way to do YouTube. That's the beautiful part about the era that we're in, friends, is that there's so many different ways you can make YouTube videos, reach people, so on and so forth. And so MrBeast, following this advice, just make better videos, reinvest every penny into better videos, spend, I think I heard him say he does hundreds of thumbnails for one video, spend $10,000 on a thumbnail or a variety of thumbnails and titles. Most people aren't going to be able to do this, and most people will never be able to scale this high. And so though I think he has a lot of great advice, like get into some sort of small community mastermind, get plugged in with other creators, be meticulous about your analytics, this model, macro meta point, is not going to work for the vast majority of creators. Let's see if there's anything else in this.
Make better videos so I can grow my channel. Yeah.
So make better videos. Pause it. So that's his mantra. Make better videos, make better videos, make better videos, make better videos. And that's fine. And clearly it's worked for him. But the question is this going to work for the average person? Is how Jay-Z became a billionaire going to be how you become a thousandaire or a millionaire? Probably not. Probably different variables, different timing, different algorithm in MrBeast's case, all of these different things that play into it. And so you can potentially want to do the best video possible and lead with that. But if you have things like a family, if you have things like people responsible for you, there has to be a different approach that we all can take. And so I want to make sure we're all tapped in. And before we go any further, and I'll give you guys the other side of this whole conversation, be sure to check out our Master Your Niche training, okay? Discover your niche, mastermyniche.com, or hit the link in the description. You can take a free training trying to unpack where is your niche in this creative space. So we kind of laugh about this a lot, right? Because we love his content and we love Colin and Samir, but the same mantra over and over.
Just make better videos.
Just make better videos, bro. Just make better videos. What do you think, how do you think this is an inadequate approach to, I mean, if you guys don't know, Zach is our COO. He does our thumbnails and titles and comes up with a lot of the videos, a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. Context on who Zach Sbrazo is.
Yeah, I think, so I think two things are missing. I know in previous podcasts, he talks about how when he gives his formula, he ends up just creating a lot of copycats of MrBeast. So one of the biggest things is like, I feel like if people aren't following his thing, it doesn't work. If they're not copying what he's doing, it doesn't work. And then two, I think one of the biggest flaws is the advice is cool, right? But it doesn't really apply to a wide genre.
Yes.
So you were just talking about CPM, right? And cost per 1,000 views.
Yes.
It's like if you want to have the lowest CPM in the planet and make videos for 13 to 15-year-olds,
yes,
then MrBeast videos are cool,
100%.
but you're going to make $3 per 1,000 views.
Correct.
There's people like Graham Stephan that make $20 per 1,000 views. He's making $3 million this year just in AdSense alone. Right. And so I think the problem, like when you approach it from a business standpoint, is do you want to create videos and be in kind of a rat race just to get to a certain degree? Like, do you want to be the top 1% just to make the same amount of money that you could make if you were in a different niche?
Yeah.
And most likely a lot of people watching, your guys' niches don't fit in that anyways. So like what is the model to create YouTube videos when you're an expert and you're not just an entertainer?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like people you might be making videos for 20 to 30 and that's going to be a very different, that's not going to be, what's up guys?
Yeah.
This is how I made $10,000 or whatever. Right. So I think that's the biggest problem.
Yes.
What do you like, what do you think about his model, which I think is super interesting, is it's super interesting from kind of a problematic viewpoint for people that want to get on YouTube, is he creates one video per month. I think they try to scale it up to 4, but they have a huge team.
Yep.
And so where's the juxtaposition between creating good videos but also getting them out fast?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think anyone starting out, in my opinion, should start with what are you an expert at? What are you proficient at? And how can you release frequency of content? That's the blueprint. If you're dropping one video a month and you aren't already a very skilled editor with incredible cinematography and filming skills,
Yeah.
you're going to be dead in the water trying. Now, there are guys that do that. There are guys that come out and do one banger documentary style video where they're just crushing it, right?
Yeah, and those people have to be like self-aware with their ability, because the more time you spend on that one video, the more eggs you're putting into that basket.
Yes. And that is the issue, is you just put all your eggs in one basket and you just hope that this works.
Yeah, even if you are a great editor.
Even if
you're
you are
a great editor,
editor.
you're like,
Yep.
this is a lot of time I'm spending just for one.
Yep. Versus someone that's not necessarily leading with, I'm an entertainer,
Yeah.
I want to entertain people, versus leading and saying, hey, no, I'm actually an expert, I'm an educator, I'm a thought leader, I'm trying to add value based on the expertise and the life experience that I have, and then leaning into that. And by the way, if you don't have a ton of life experience, that's fine. That's okay. Lean into your life experience. Who are you? A lot of I don't want to see a bunch of 19-year-old Christian YouTubers trying to teach theology.
Yeah.
But I do want a bunch of Christians who are 19 helping other people understand how Gen Z thinks about the world and sharing their expertise as their perspective and what they're going through, right? In their day-to-day or whatever, right? Like just sharing your opinion and making it very clear, like, I'm not an authority. But if you are an authority on something, if you are successful in another industry, if you're successful in a different vocation, if you're successful at being a great husband and a great father, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Being fit. There's so many things that people have at their disposal. Lean into the areas of expertise that you do have, and then the game becomes packaging and frequency. Packaging, frequency.
So what do you mean by frequency?
Frequency, consistently publishing uploads.
Yep.
Right? Like flooding the YouTube algorithm. The more you post, based on things you're an expert on, and the better it's packaged, the more likely you are to have a video take off, and then go back and say, reverse engineer, go, okay, what was about this video that worked? Why did it work? What's the click-through rate? What's the retention? All these different things. And so I think that is, you got to have the frequency of constant uploads, because yes, okay, MrBeast or these guys, amazing documentary makers.
Yeah.
Again, awesome, right? Because I'm using a different example of artsy YouTubers, right? And there's guys that do really good stuff. But you can do that, or you can look into a camera, think through the things that you're an expert in. You can lean into live streaming. You can lean into one-take videos. You can lean into podcasting. You can lean into conversations, and you're going to get better. But if you're implementing frequency, and if you're implementing good packaging, title, thumbnail, topics that people care about, I think you're way more likely to get to 100,000 subscribers, right, than using MrBeast's model. Unless you're a 17, 16-year-old kid living at your parents' house. You have nothing better to do but to think of random ideas.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And whatever. But that's, again, different season, different demographic.
Yeah, different demographic. And I think the difference with that is like, one is putting all your eggs in one basket in the editing of a really intense video that you believe the packaging is right.
Yes.
Now, mind you, your packaging might be way off. The inverse of what you're saying is putting your eggs in the basket of frequency.
Yes.
So it's not in the one singular video, it's in the many uploads. It's the same amount of work.
Yes.
But you're getting so much more bang for your buck.
Yes.
And so then, I think it's important to, be real with yourself and not think that you as a creator are the top 1%.
Yep.
Because it might save you time.
Yeah.
You're right. So you can prepare this amazing video and be like, well, I'm different. I'm going to prepare a really, really great video. Or you can just be like, hey, let me try a system that works. Like Think Media does the same thing. It's like they help people that are not in the top 1%, but have expertise rank in SEO, right? And so they don't teach the MrBeast method because there's a lot of variables where they're like, I don't know if the average person, the average creator is the top 1%. And so it's like, if you're watching this video, it's be humble enough to be like, okay, maybe I'm not the top 1%. Let me see how I can get results faster. And so it might be the SEO model, or it might be a live streaming model where you can get a bunch out really quickly, especially if you're good on camera and you're a thought leader and you can lay things out.
Yep. And for context, you can go the route of frequency, which is, full transparency. This is the route I've gone, right? Just flood YouTube, make as many videos as you can. Boom, that got me to 100,000 subscribers. Then I stopped, reconfigured, made things better, made the thumbnails better, made the intros better, yada, yada, yada. And then that got us to 200,000 subscribers. And now we're about to crack 240,000 subscribers on the main channel. And check this out. Now we're getting the opportunities to make more interesting videos. Now we're getting brand deals, big corporations, sponsors reaching out, not in a plug my deodorant type of way, in a way of like, hey, we want to partner with you in a way that stuff can live on your platform and on our platform. And we're getting the hey, send us 3 ideas. What if money wasn't an option? Like, now we're having those conversations. There's no way that I could have started trying to be a savant on YouTube as being a father, as being someone that was working at the time I started, as having all these other responsibilities on my plate, trying to make these ideas that now we got the time to go, wait a minute, whoa, there's potentially some money involved. There's potentially some budgets involved. There's potentially some crews involved. And so I think that would be the approach I would say. And yes, the most practical, tangible way to do that is Master YouTube Live.
Master YouTube Live.
That is how you're going to do it. That is going to be the easiest way to do it. Is frequency output, around good packaging and interesting topics, and you're going to see results faster than if you're just trying to make the best video once a month or once every other week,
100%.
And so, guys, check out our free niche training if you haven't. The link for that is in the description, okay? It's at mastermyniche.com, or hit the link in the description. Tap into that, because I think it'll help a lot of you guys just get off the ground and figure out, where am I going? And we're actually going to be doing, stay tuned, because we're going to be doing a Find Your Niche 3-day challenge, probably at the beginning of December or so. And by the way, I'm living this out in real time in front of you guys by making videos. This video is under 20 minutes, and we're doing it live because we have 2 other channels. I have a family, right? We got a whole lot going on, but we're literally going to walk this out in front of you guys on this channel by staying committed to just going live just like this, providing valuable information on areas that we have experience on, so that more people can be successful by implementing the information. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Stay tuned, as this is going to redirect to a brand new tour of my studio, my $50,000 studio. It kind of hurts my stomach to say that a little bit. 50,000. You guys are gonna get a behind the scenes of the whole tour. So this is going to redirect right now. So be sure you stick around. All right. I will see you guys over.